We are in the process of celebrating 50 years of being residents of Malinda Robinson Subdivision. Homeowners of our residence were developed by the USDA Rural Development, formerly Farmers Home Administration. It was then financed by FHA and included the development of roads and house sites. The streets were named after the persons who helped to develop the streets. The property was then developed into lots for each member. The members pulled a number out of a hat, and the member was then drawn to determine the number of acres you would get. Each owner was granted at least 1 acre or more. The streets were named after the persons who were responsible for the development of our home subdivision. The names of the streets were Lily Drive, Strothers Drive, Robinson Street, and Van Drive. The desire of one family to own their own land and home in the mid-60s is the impetus that initiated the development of the first African-American subdivision in Vicksburg, Mississippi. This desire would one day become reality for Lily and Alex Washington, the visionaries of what is now the Malinda C. Robinson Circle subdivision. The Washingtons, along with 22 other families, would soon be able to call this subdivision home due to the efforts and determination of Malinda C. Robinson. Robinson, the Negro Home Demonstration Agent in the county's Cooperative Extension Department, arrived in Warren County in 1941. Lily Washington presented her idea to Robinson at a meeting of the Honeysuckle Homemakers Club. Robinson spearheaded the project for the Washingtons and other families to purchase the 30-plus acres on Gibson Road originally sought by Lily. Robinson worked with the families for the next 2 years, helping them with the financing and development of the subdivision. The soon-to-be homeowners would bring with them their savings of $15 to $70 to each meeting. It is said that Robinson even co-signed with several families for their loans. They were able to make the initial payment of $9,500 by early 1968 and the final payment by June of that year. By the end of 1969, most of the original families started moving into their new homes. By general consensus, at least 68 children have grown up in this subdivision since its inception. This subdivision is truly a symbol of the defiance and perseverance that existed among people of color during this turbulent period in American history.
About 23 families that started out with this neighborhood in 1969. Young families that wanted to build their own homes, where we have Malinda C. Robinson that actually spearheaded this beautiful neighborhood, and now it is just as beautiful as it was 50 years ago. So again, thank you everyone for coming out. My name is Karen Strothers Clark, and I'm going to pass it on to Mr. Eric Strothers, who is going to start out with the prayer.
Thank you for you providing this beautiful neighborhood for us, non-violence, non-drug-free neighborhood that we grew up here. I would just like people that travel far, just thank safe travel back. I'd like you to bless this day in this region. In Jesus' name.
Amen. You feel good when you have good neighbors. So I'm just really blessed. I only think we're sorry that my husband's not here because we know my husband took a part of this neighborhood, and he's the one who helped develop these acres.
And this is absolutely beautiful. I feel at home. The landscape is amazing, and I see now why you're celebrating 50 years. 50 years of continued dedication and support to what you own and what you believe in. This is amazing. And we as USDA are honored to be here to say we're kind of a part of that process. And we thank God that we were able to collaborate 50 years ago to help you develop something that you have maintained and believe in and love. And it is our honor and it's just a privilege to be here to celebrate with you and all the homeowners here. I come in absence of our state director, Mr. Ronseville, but he does send a letter of recognition and observation to the residents of Malinda C. Robinson Circle Subdivision. On behalf of the USDA Rural Development Agency, I would like to congratulate you as you celebrate 50-year reunion in your neighborhood and founding of your neighborhood. We recognize what a great accomplishment it is to successfully plan a neighborhood development And how special it is that the members of the community are still living and thriving in your community this day. When many of those loans were first approved, we were still operating under the Farmers Home Administration, and you probably remember that. A lot of the changes have happened since then. Through the years, the name has changed, the staff has changed, and many of the mission has changed, and it's actually gotten bigger. But one thing's for sure is that we're still dedicated to rural America, and that's what we still are dedicated to. What has remained constant is enabling, well, what remain constant is rural development, what I just said, I'm sorry, the resource in the community, and that we can continue to allow the rural America to prosper in what it's doing and what it's trying to do, whether it's in rural business, single family housing, multifamily housing, and rural utilities. We actually are a whole gamut of many different things that a lot of people are not aware of that we provide to rural America. Your community exemplifies a wonderful legacy and an example of future generations. Rural Development is proud to have been a part of your journey. State Director John Roswell gives this to your community.
Thank you.
People can do these things, and it just got to be determined and be the right kind of folks to do it. So y'all have set an example for your organization in our Warren County to be really, really proud of. That you took something that you developed, but you didn't quit. You never really stopped developing it, and that's something to really be proud of. And it makes your children proud of you as they look at what you've done, and as they travel around the country, they see what's not been done. So it makes it even that much more important. And I'm really glad to be here, and really proud of y'all all these years of determination. And we also know that determination is not going to go away. It's going to stay and continue to keep everything together. So we're proud of you. Glad to be here.
We thank you for the upkeep. We thank you for staying in here and staying the course. And more important, to recognize it though. You know, we don't recognize our accomplishments much. I tell folks in Dallas the other day, we need to stop and start recognizing, start taking credit for the things that we've done that have been very successful. A lot of the best practice models was made right in our community, and we look over it. And life is just a repeating of something somebody else has done. But y'all done a great job out here. I want to thank y'all for having this program and inviting me. And I couldn't have missed it. I came at 11 o'clock because I didn't want to miss it. So I came back here because I didn't want to go to Jack Street Church and here, and I didn't get here, but I'm here because this lady right here, this lady, and I say this in all sincerity, has impacted my life more than you ever know. I don't know of a race I've ever run in. I don't know of anything that I've ever wanted to do that she had been with me by a simple letter or a card that acknowledged that I had done something. So to Ms. Strothers and to this family and to everybody out here, I thank you. And if I could be of any help, call the sheriff.
Thank you. Anything out here, I call the sheriff. And they will come. And like I tell my neighbors, any problem you got, call the sheriff. And they will send somebody through the patrol. That's why our neighborhood is as good as it is, because they patrol our neighborhood on the shift that they are on. And they come through and people see them come through. And that's why we haven't had any problems. Thank God we have not had any problems. In 50 years, that's a
major problem.
I don't know anyone that could say that they've been in the same house for 50 years. And that's a blessing. And also we can say that we have a peaceful neighborhood. We don't have no cows, and we don't have no horses, and we don't have no chickens, and no geese, and no ducks. And we're neighbors, but we live in our homes, and we have a good time living in this neighborhood. And I can reflect back when we had the children that grew up in this neighborhood. They had certain paths that they ran in the neighborhood. And if my husband was alive, he could tell you he didn't allow nobody to cross our yards. They had to come up and go around. And they honored today. Before I said, I'd like to thank Karen especially. She designed these t-shirts. She designed these t-shirts, and I like the way that she got the back, the name of the streets on the back. That's very good. Yeah. She's my agent.
Here come bad news, talking this and that. Give me all you got, don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down. Can't nothing bring me down. Your love is too high. Bring me down. Can't nothing bring me down. I said, bring me down. Can't nothing bring me down. Your love is too high. Bring me down. Can't nothing bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down. Can't nothing bring me down. Your love is too high. Bring me down. Can't nothing bring me down. I say, because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
The Passing of Time, written by Percy Strothers. 50 years has passed. We all started out together in this community. We struggled to make our ends meet. Our goals were to have a home that we could call our own. We did it with hard work, believed in each other, and have mutual respect for each other. Today, we are here to give thanks to God for the blessings that He has given us, for seeing us through our past years, our hard work and sacrifices. We did our best. We tried with love and with patience. Along the way, we have lost our loved ones. We prayed, we cried, we have sacrificed. We have been able to live in peace in this subdivision. It may not be hollow, it may not be holy, but it is our plot of land, our place called home.